What's up, everybody? It is Zach of the Dark Conservatarian of Dark Hunt Entertainment, and over the weekend I just watched Nosferatu, the second ever Robert Eggers movie for me to ever have watched, and I think it's only the fourth one in his entire filmography. And pure and simple, it's really not my cup of tea. I mean, credit for Rob is it Robert or Rogers? I can't remember right now. Credit to Mr. Eggers for like actually being able to like get his own uncompromised vision for his movies through without hardly any studio interference, from what I can tell, anyways, from the cinematography and the storytelling and all that stuff. But ultimately, his style of movie just might not be for me because any of y'all like watch my review of The Northman from 2 years ago, you might know that I did not actually like that movie. Pure and simple, I think it might have just been a little bit too dark and depressing for me to actually get into it. Um, you go watch my review on The Northman to hear my further thoughts about it. Like, it had some very objectively good qualities to it, but on a super personal level, it wasn't my thing. Nosferatu, on the other hand, though, I honestly think that it might be just a little bit more likable to me personally than The Northman. Now, one thing that I think that is definitely weaker than the Northman is that the storytelling is not as pure cut and simple as the Northman was. Northman was kind of simple with its storytelling. I mean, it's a boy who lost his family when he was so young, and he ended up getting taken into a up by another Viking clan, and ultimately he eventually finds out where the killers of his dad and are. Well, it's primarily his dad, not so much his entire family, but his dad. And then he gets sucked in on this revenge quest. Pure and simple stuff. But when I was watching Nosferatu, I was wondering to myself, why the heck is he going up to sell a house to this guy? Then I eventually go to find out that that guy is actually Nosferatu. For some split second, for some reason, I thought it was like some envoy of Nosferatu, not Nosferatu himself, that the Christopher Holt character was going to. But I was just thinking to myself, why the heck is it that he is selling a house to this guy? And I could like go on further. Why is this happening or that happening? Like it just wasn't all that pure cut and understandable to me. But I'll like leave that conversation up between me and Loudmouth when we eventually might have a live stream talking about this whole movie, as that's the main reason why I watched this movie, is because he wanted to have like a live stream talking about it with me and possibly even Arkham Knight Rider, even though I knew that I probably was not going to like it that much. But ultimately, probably like the biggest reason why I liked it a little bit better than Northman is because there were more compelling and endearing, likable characters in it. Not every single character was a scumbag. Nosferatu was an obvious scumbag. The Willem Dafoe character, as crazy and kooky he was kind of a cool character as he brings in as when he like gets brought into the mix of things, he starts coming forth with a solution on how to handle this upcoming plague and to handle this demon from this castle who is like slowly approaching them and is going to relinquish. I don't know how exactly to surmise it, but to relinquish the love pact that he made with the one lady character. I can't even remember her name. And Christopher Holt was an alright character as well. And yeah, I guess ultimately I just don't have that much to say about it. I mean, the ending wasn't as. Another thing that I guess about this movie that is a little bit weaker than the Northmen, at least in my personal opinion, anyways, is the fact that it did not feel as climactic. At least with the Northmen, it had like a final sword battle between the main villain and our main hero. Well, massive air quotes hero because what's his name wasn't an actual hero, more like a anti-hero or anti-villain on a revenge quest. But anyway, it wasn't. Nosferatu did not feel as climactic. It did not end with any end fight or anything like that. It just, spoiler alert, I guess, ended with the one lady like sacrificing her life for so as to distract Nosferatu and bait him into staying out, in the open of when that daylight cracks and he gets exposed to the sun and he dies because of that. And I don't know, for some reason that did not feel so well built up to from in the first place anyways. The only reason why I can think that as to why and how that ended up happening is because Nosferatu is stupid. He's so lustful towards the lady to where that he isn't able to keep on track as to how oh, the light might actually peek out in the day before I'm done with her, so I better hide away. No, he did not go thinking about that at all, as he was just too distracted on nailing that puss, I guess. But what I have to say, personally, I rank it probably a 6 out of 10. I mean, go see it if you want to, or don't. I don't know. I mean, it is a bit of a pity how Mr. Eggers is not able to turn a box office profit on his movies. Aside from The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse, I think, is the only movie of his so far that has actually made a profit in the box office to make up both production and marketing costs. Whereas Northman obviously did not. I'm not so sure if it even made up for its entire production budget, but it definitely did not make up for its marketing budget in combination of its production budget. And this movie looks like it's on track to not make up for its combined production and marketing budget either. I mean, it's a little bit of pity. I will grant this. He's a quality director, even though he's not my thing. It would be nice to see him turn a profit so that maybe he can eventually make a movie piece of cinema that is of quality and would also be more of my cup of tea. But maybe I have to watch The Lighthouse to see how much more of a chance that I personally would give him. But anyway, that's all I have to say about this. Thank you all. God bless.